Hi everybody, 20th of May, another day in my life after the loss of my wife due to Parkinson's. Start off first saying thanks all for all your well wishes and condolences and that over the funeral of our lad on Monday. Much appreciated, thank you. The day went well. Well, as well as a funeral can go, if you know what I mean. I set off from home about 10:30. Got over there about 11:30ish. I did have a bit of a meltdown in the car going over. While I was driving over, quite a bit of a meltdown, to be honest. Because obviously it's not only our lad, but then it starts bringing it all back, about Angie as well. I'm still trying to stay positive. But it's been hard lately. I'm hoping I can get back on track with my sort of, I can't change, what's happened mentality. But it's bloody testing me lately, isn't it? When you're grieving, you don't have to explain your journey. There's no right or wrong way. And if people think you should be further on than you are, then leave them to it. That's their way of thinking. I don't try to explain myself anymore. It is what it is. And it's my way. It's my way of dealing with things. So, the service was good. Because I got to the funeral directors and quite a lot of people who turned up there first instead of just going straight over to the crematorium. And then we just followed and went over to the crematorium, and it was a good turnout actually. Good turnout, and the service was, like I said, was really good. The celebrant did a really good job of putting across, Wayne's life, shall we say? Because he wasn't religious, so it was good. It was actually good. It was, like I said, it was a good turnout. A lot of his mates were there. Some mates that he's known for, nearly all his life, to be honest. And my grandson, like Wayne's lad, who's in prison, he was there, obviously handcuffed, but he was allowed to carry his dad, albeit still handcuffed, to one of the prison officers. But that was good for him. That was good for us all, actually, for him to be able to do that. Even though he was still handcuffed, but it was still nice. I think it did him good. I think by being allowed to do that instead of just standing up sidelines watching, like he had to do for his nans, for Angie. That's yeah. The wake was as good as it can be as well. With lots of sort of laughing and stories about Wayne going around, like wakes usually are. There's people start having a drink and just set to having a bit of a laugh, don't you? Laugh and a joke and reminisce about stuff. The buffet was nice as well. Good, right, proper good selection again, which I've got to thank our granddaughter, Cordy Lee, for arranging this again and for getting all the balloons all set up and the little cards printed. Proper, she's now definitely the matriarch of the family. She stepped up into Angie's shoes, definitely. Definitely. Cordy, you're an absolute star. Love you loads, Pip. Love you loads. Anyway, so as the day went on, people were buying me drinks, and I just kept getting glasses of Jack Daniels, from singles to doubles and even a few trebles. To be honest, I don't know where it all ended up. I don't know where it all ended up putting it all. But at some point in the evening, because we left the cricket club where it was held, and whoever was left, still probably about 20 of us, we ended up in one of the pubs So at some point late in the evening, it all caught up with me. And I was ended up stumbling around. He said I was staying in the hotel, remember, over that way. And so much so, my sister ended up taking me back to the hotel. And after the stumbling around the corridors and banging from wall to wall, looking for my room, she ended up getting me undressed and putting me in bed. Oh, well away. I didn't get up till 9:30 the following morning. I missed my breakfast. Oh, because I had to be out for 10, so really, really hungover. So I went over to Angie's garden, had a sleep in my car for a couple of hours, and then headed off home. And once I got home, I got back in bed at 2:30, stayed there till 7:30. Got up, showered, and a bite to eat, then back in bed for 11. You know them words, never again? They keep flashing before my eyes. They're still doing it today. Never again. Yeah. I can't remember the last time I was so, that drunk. You get drunk and that, but not like that. But I think it was all, everything just, what's been going on lately. I think it was all that, just sort of caught up with me on Monday. So anyway. So I'm now looking forward to my holiday. Italy in 11 days time. 11 days. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it now. Still apprehensive about it a bit, but not nervous. Not nervous about going on my own now as I was when I first booked it. More apprehensive than nerves, I think. I mean, my confidence did take a knock when Angie went, but I think I'll be okay now. I am. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. Plus, my head needs a break. My head needs a break from all this that I've been getting coming late my way lately. Yeah, I do. So that's why I've not been on for a couple of nights. So I said I weren't doing one Monday, which is obvious, but I did say I'd do one Tuesday. No, I was in no fit state to do one last night. No chance. So anyway. So I've had a few days off from the gym. Remember, because last week, at the end of last week, I was away for a couple of days. So it'll be a week tomorrow. I was in last Wednesday. So it's a week today. So I did get back to the gym this morning. I was on the treadmill at 7:30 this morning. Because I was wide awake from 5:45 and I'd had that much sleep yesterday. So 7:30 this morning. I've got to keep up with this training now for this 10-mile trek I'm doing in aid of Parkinson's UK. So again, if you've not donated, I keep badgering and pestering people to donate. Click on my profile page on TikTok here, and you'll see the link. And if you have already done it, please forward these videos on to people that you might think will also donate. Just £1. Every pound goes a long way. It all goes a long way, so the more I can get, the better. It's not till July the 4th, the actual trek. So yeah, so if you have donated, thanks a lot. And thanks for all your comments, like I said earlier, and your support, especially over this last week or so with Wayne's funeral, leading up to Wayne's funeral. Much appreciated. Thanks a lot. So again, press your like button, follow me, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. I've got a quote. Comfort is the enemy of progress. So get uncomfortable and get some results. Short and sweet. So I will do another one tomorrow, because I won't be drunk tomorrow. I'm not even having a chat with Mr. Daniels tonight. Mr. Daniels can stay in the cupboard now all week. I'm not having any more chats. He can sod off. So like I said, I will do another tomorrow. So as per usual, you take care now. Bye.